From outdoor fun to road trips and late nights, nothing is better than summer vacation when you're a kid, right? But many parents do worry about the dreaded summer slide. This morning, keep your kids on track academically.
That's right. Here with How is Dave Flatt. He's the president of the Nevada PTA. How are you, sir?
Oh, thank you for
This
allowing us
deserves
today.
a round of
Thank you.
applause.
Thank you. On my last year, so it's
kidding.
exciting. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So thank you for inviting us back on and the Learning Hero group to come back on. This is exciting for us.
Absolutely. Well, I know how it was when I was a kid, and summertime was like, oh my God, I'm going to not learn a thing.
Let's burn the
I'm going to
papers.
sleep till noon. I'm going to stay up. You got to rein them in a little bit and keep them on track learning-wise. Otherwise, they can regress.
You're 100%. So make it a family learning time. So make it so where they can actually sit down and say, okay, let's read a book together. Maybe it's only 5 minutes, maybe it's 10 minutes, or maybe it's a whole book. But find something to read together as a group, and then let them go out and play or play on their games or whatever they need to do.
And it's the responsibility of the parents to keep these students on track. So your message to the parents out there, since you are head of PTA, the message to the parents this summer to keep the kids on track. You say one, read as a group. What else?
Stay social. Find out what's going on. Find out what they're doing on their phones. That's very important.
Mystery.
Because those still happen even during this, when they're not in school. Funny things happen. So be aware what's going on with their phones or their play items that they're doing. Find out what they're actually on. What sites are they on? I mean, those are real important that you have to make sure. But come down to the basics again. Have some reading nights or math nights and make it as part of a family fun evening.
Now, if you are in front of the screen, you say, use that time for good. What should we be watching? What should we be doing?
Well, you need to look at the
Other than watching the morning blend.
Well, of course.
Make them, because we are teachers here, right?
You are teachers, as we just, yes, you are. You're teaching the fellow people out there watching you, which is very important.
About our community.
That's correct. But you know, look and see what they're watching on their phones. You may be surprised. And that's part of that social media outlet group that you never know what's going on. So it's very important to find out, and it may be just grabbing the phones and say, hey, what's John saying? So they need to know what's going on.
Open
Let them know that you're
communication.
within an arm's reach.
That's correct.
Give them a little bit of it, be a learning hero. So this is what it's all about.
That's correct. And they can go online. There is so much material on beingallearninghero.com or org, I guess it is. And they're just super. They have all kinds of ideas, and the children can go on there and learn also at the same period of time.
And it's interactive, it's a fun site.
It is. It's a fun site to go on, and especially learning for parents. I mean, you would think about what can I be doing during the summertime? They have all kinds of ideas on there for you.
Awesome. There's a study that was recently done as well, a study that was conducted.
Correct. Well, there's all kinds of statistics on it, but the one that surprised me the most is that parents believe that 75% of all parents believe that their children are going to go on to college. And the difference in demographics was amazing, where the Hispanic parents, 90% of their children, they thought they're going to go on to college, and it doesn't happen that way. So we have to start now. And what grade do we start this at? You can start at preschool and start reading. Really, there's great books. Maybe even take your children to the library. What an experience that would be to take them to the city or the county libraries and see all the different things besides what's online.
Yes. When you say it doesn't happen, it happens. It's just, it's about preparation, correct? For all of these families.
And the statistics as well. I mean, 90% do not go to college. Would that be correct? Or?
Well, no. 90% of the parents believe their
Think
children
kids
are
are
going to go to college.
What are the actual numbers?
Well, it's a little bit less. They don't have it in our paperwork that I have, but it's amazing to think that all parents should want their children.
Hopes, of course.
And it should be college or career readiness.
That's because
trade schools.
college
It's not
isn't
for everybody.
and that's okay to tell your kids, okay, just find your passion. What is your passion? Let's channel your passion, and from there, is it college or is it a trade school? Is it gaining an expertise in something else? I mean, there are ways to really tune into that, tap into that. And as a parent, I think it's so important. I'm not a parent, but I can't wait, because when someone has a passion, that's when you need to roll.
So how do you do that, though? You talk to your children.
Have conversations with your kids.
I have a granddaughter that loves looking at bones and watching that show and doing that kind of fun stuff. And so maybe that's a passion that she'll go into.
Yes.
Make that a day trip.
archaeology,
Go and
right.
check out maybe fossils that might be at a museum near you, and kind of try to create that spark.
Or if they like cooking, if you notice that they like to cook, well, assist them in the kitchen so they're not over an open flame by
Of course,
themselves.
yeah.
But have them cook. That's learning. That's learning in the culinary world.
That's correct.
Well, have I think if we've learned anything, have a hand in your child's
Yes.
summer.
Be involved.
Don't just let them be free for 2 months.
Be involved.
Absolutely.
And congratulations on your final year.
Mr. President.
Thank you.
I love it.
Nevada PTA has been in Las Vegas, or the state of Nevada, for 75 years.
Wow.
So we've been helping parents and families and children and teachers and the school district for years and years and years.
Well, thank you so much for coming in again, and have a great summer, my friend.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Be a learning hero and keep your kids' minds sharp this summer. Heck, you might even keep your mind sharp as well.
Exactly.
If you want to find out more, just head to the website on your screen.